definitely in the building.
Yeah.
Big H is definitely in the building.
Yep.
Dante is definitely in the building.
Yo.
Special guest Robert Jackson, aka Bobby J, is definitely in the building.
Yo.
And I'm Soup, and welcome to Superstars in Sports. But before we start the show, we need 4 things.
What's the 4 things? Like, comment, share, subscribe. Costs nothing to show love, like my man H always say. You know where to find us at. YouTube page, it's Superstars of Sports. Links in all of our bios. Google Play, Apple iPod, Spotify. Everywhere you need to look at it. Spinwax Radio every Saturday morning on Spinwax. Download that from your Play stores. War Room Sports on Spotify. Once again, y'all, every week we trying to do it bigger and better for y'all. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. H?
Costs nothing to show love, y'all.
There it is. So, with that being said, we asked them to all do all things. I got one question for everybody in the room. Has anybody ever taken back an apology?
Oh, I do it all the time.
Because I feel like I need to take back my apology to Doc Rivers.
I think
I'm definitely.
I want to take my apology back to Doc Rivers because the way the Sixers have been smoked the last 3 games, I know we only lost 2 in a row, but we shouldn't have won game 3. So the way that we have been getting smoked these last 3 games, I take all my apologies back from Doc Rivers.
That's crazy. The series right now should be 3-2.
Toronto. Absolutely. And what did I say last week when you were shocked, H?
About us losing.
No, 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, we're going to lose.
Yeah. Raptors are 6, right?
It's Raptors are 6.
So it should, in my initial theory, it should be over tomorrow because we losing tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
So I might have been off by a game, right? It might be Raps in 7. Yeah, I mean, second year in a row, the Sixers are going to lose game 7 at home. This time in the first round. So you make all them moves to better the team, and we ain't getting no further.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there watching the game, and of course, all the Doc Rivers things coming back. And I feel like he is so stuck on always doing the same thing that he don't know how to make a move. And these last 2 games are closeout games. And I think we all read the stat online, right? He said that he's lost 7 of his last 8 possible closeout games, which means 8 times in a row his team had the opportunity to knock out another team. And he's lost 7 of them.
Yeah, so with that being said, should we have hired him?
Yeah. I still think we should have hired him.
What'd you say, Bobby? I heard a voice.
Nah.
So
After he blew that series with the Clippers, I don't think.
Yeah, see, everybody was so excited about him coming here because I was never really hype about him.
I feel like we needed to hire him because it brought some legitimacy back to the Sixers.
I think people was hyped because he black.
Like where do I go with that? H, where do I go with that? H?
Niggas want to see niggas in places.
Okay, but there was other black coaches available.
If this was football, he got a point. But basketball, I think, 30% of the coaches are black?
No, more than that.
More than that?
Close to 60%.
Okay, well then
I'm somewhere.
What was Brett Brown?
Well, of course he wasn't, but I'm saying
he was a light-skinned nigga.
Nah.
Brett Brown.
Not Brett.
I
Not Brett B.
don't even think he was American. Brett Brown even talked like he was Canadian or something.
No,
he had a Boston accent, hard.
He had the hard Boston accent.
Very northern.
Mixed.
I think it's so northern that he's Canada.
But it was the Vermont/Massachusetts lingo mixed with his time in Australia. Remember, he did a lot of time. He spent a lot of time in Australia.
Yeah,
so it's like
fuck Brett Brown. Get back to what you were saying, man. Let's tell him how you feel.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying I feel like they brought in Doc Rivers to bring some legitimacy because Brett Brown was the coach when we were going through the process. So it brings some legitimacy back to the position in the city. And talk about the process, I feel like we're cursed because we went through that. You can't tell me that Mr. Embiid, my second favorite player of all time for the Sixers behind Iverson, his knock on him is that he can't stay healthy. He finally stays healthy all season long. And out of nowhere, game 3, he tears a ligament in his stomach. We gotta be jinxed right now. It gotta be for us taking all those years of tanking on purpose that the basketball guys are like, I'm just not gonna let y'all succeed, especially with this guy as the center of it.
I don't agree with that, guys.
Who tears the ligament in their thumb in game 3 after staying healthy all year long?
I just think he's soft, guys. That's just
soft how?
I just look
he
at
don't have soft.
Who your first favorite Sixer?
Iverson.
Do you remember the year we went to the chip?
Mm-hmm.
They put up like a
the graphic of all the injuries, and they was poking
it was every part of his body.
But none of it was broke though. So it was sprained ankles. It was.
I
Sometimes
told
the
him
would be worse to play on.
No, I get that, but I'm saying
Come on,
Embiid doesn't have a pulled, a strained calf muscle or nothing to be saw. He's had real injuries, right? MCL tear, ligament tears, broken foot.
To go with what you
his
saying,
body might be soft because he's so big and strong and he plays basketball for a living.
But to go with what you're saying, to go with him, I understand what you're saying. He did for the first time play his first almost cleanest year as far as health. But it just always seemed like something happens to this dude. I understand.
Playoff time, yeah, for sure.
Whether it's playoff, he just always gets hurt. Prior to this year, he was always some kind of stupid or little nagging injury affected him. One time in a playoff series, I think it was against Toronto, he had the shits.
Yeah, the first time.
It's just always something.
Yeah,
so it's like
I
I get where you're going, but it's frustrating because you're like, all right, we might have something. And fuck, here he go, his thumb. It's not his fault. He wasn't reckless. Shit happens. But with him, shit always happens.
Right. That's what I think with Jinx with the basketball card.
But I get you jinxing. I'm not so much superstitious, but I understand what Soup may say. He's soft. Now, that doesn't have nothing to do with being soft.
Right.
But he's injury prone.
Yeah.
He's one of these dudes, if his shoelace is untied.
Is he playing through it?
I don't know.
That's his problem.
I don't think so.
To me,
that's soft to me.
There's a difference between being injured and hurt. If you're injured, you don't play. If you hurt and you can a lot of guys
trying to play.
A lot of guys late.
Then don't go out there.
A lot of guys late in football seasons, basketball and baseball have a lot of nagging injuries.
For sure.
You got to fight through that shit. Now, if it's really that bad, sit out and I can say, all right, I understand. But if you're gonna try to play through, you gotta stop all this bitching, man.
So
you gotta stop all this bitching.
I'm going to do Iverson still dropping 50 and his whole body is taped up. Come on, dog.
I'm going against your softness, but I'm actually going to make points to.
And he was drunk.
Okay. You're going to stop slamming him.
I love it, yeah.
You're going to stop slamming him.
Give me some Henny. It was working. Whatever you were doing was working.
You're going to stop slamming him.
No, I love you. Listen, I'm keeping it real. He might have smoked the Dutch and had a whole bottle. But he got it ain't dropped 50.
His mom probably was carrying it in the purse because if his mom was good enough to braid his hair on the bench, you know she carrying the Henny and the weed in the bag for him. But like my biggest issue with Embiid with 3 injuries, especially this one, is get out of your own fucking head, dude. Like yeah, right. I don't want to see you all game playing with the tape. I don't want to see you all game wiggling the thumb. If you are going to play, if you are going to play through it, then play through it. Don't give me that shit where you're trying to dribble left-handed through the lane so they can rake the ball from you. Don't try to rebound with just one hand because you don't want to, like all that other shit. And stop. Just get it out your head. Go out there and play like you're not hurt. Mm-hmm. You out there thinking about it is where the mental fragility comes in.
And then my only thing too is like,
because it's not
if you playing defense on, where you gonna hit him at?
In his hand.
But yeah, they spread him out and dribble at his right hand. Right, for sure. Like this is the same injury that Jaylen Brown actually stopped playing for last year and had surgery and was out 6 to 8 weeks. So he would miss the entire playoffs if he went and had surgery.
But we could respect it more. You understand what I'm saying?
I'm respecting Embiid for playing, but don't be out there soft. Like don't be out there soft. Don't be out there soft playing. He's not soft. He's not a soft player.
Come on over.
But don't be out. No, I'm not coming to your side. I'm just agreeing that mentally he's in his head, and this is where I think the next step in Embiid's game has to come. Right? He proved that he could stay healthy through the regular season. He added the dribbling. He added the jump shot with the trainer. The Kobe moves, all the other shit. I think he needs a sports psychologist, something on that next step to where it almost seems like he's a front runner. When everything's going great, that man is the life of the party. But as soon as something goes wrong, his body language is just as bad as everybody else, which I think is even a bigger issue with the team going forward because this team has no heart. This team constructed has no. Like, you look at the roster of the team, you see anybody standing up in the middle of the locker room?
We ain't got a Jimmy Butler or
we have nothing, no Patrick Beverly, no none of that.
Or even a Brandon Ingram. Because I like how Brandon Ingram just wants to side Chris Paul.
Yeah, he told him to come see me in the house. Yeah,
I like that.
And we don't have none of that.
We don't have none of that.
And it doesn't come from
Doc,
right? Because Doc carries himself like he's already somebody, right? Harder than just trying to fade in the limelight, get his money in the party.
Because he's black.
And Peter only used to losing, so he doesn't know how to handle adversity, right? You got Tobias just happy he's making his 35, right? You got everybody else just happy that they're on a team. There's no fire, there's no spark, which is why I continue to say that you have to get rid of Tobias in the offseason and get 2 young wings that are just straight dogs that's going to ball out.
A total culture change is needed.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, that's obvious, and we both know that Tobias got to go regardless, so we can get some depth on the bench.
Yeah.
Because even, all right, fuck it. Embiid, you not hurt, whatever. Say you don't get hurt. We have no bench, bro.
Yeah. You're right.
It's getting exposed. I think the bench, the last game for the Raptors, we had 11.
Yeah.
And the Raptors
with a fake 3 from Furkan.
And Raptors had 27.
Yeah.
So
they beat us with no fucking point guard on the floor.
If I don't watch the game, I grab the newspaper the old school way, look at the stats. I look at the rebounds, which we were fairly close in this time. I look at turnovers.
Yeah.
I look at bench points. If things ain't right on them 3 things, you can kind of assume we won the game without even watching the game.
Yeah.
We look bad in all those categories.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
And it's frustrating. But
the turnovers are the most.
I'm not trying to give Doc no credit. I'm with you with Glenn. Fuck Doc, Glenn. I ain't giving Glenn no credit.
Yeah.
But sometimes, what hand could he play? Yeah. He can't do nothing else.
Right. So
he got no. It's not like he really had. Oh, we can go create somebody put him on the bench. Like he playing the hand he does now. He playing it right? I don't think so.
Right. But that's what I'm going at. You are right. I can't disagree with you on the fact that we literally have no bench. That he's limited in his moves. But what you can control as a coach is what? The way your team plays.
Situational basketball.
Situational basketball. It's just how hard they are. How hard they are playing. He doesn't motivate them at all. They are not motivated by whatever the fuck he does in practice.
But was Doc ever motivated? I don't think he was in Boston. I don't think
he needs to be here. Because guess what? All the time we focused on Nick Nurse really complaining to the refs about the fouls at the game and all that, he wasn't really just complaining about the refs. He wasn't really just complaining about the fouls that were being called. What he was doing was trying to get a message delivered to his team that we need to play harder, we need to play stronger, and we need to be the more physical team. And as soon as Game 3 hit, that's what started happening. They are more physical than us, they are playing harder, and they're playing smarter. They literally beat us with no point guard on the floor last game. We played better with Van Fleet there because at least Maxey can guard Van Fleet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They had nothing but 6'5" to 6'8" guys on the floor all the time. And they had Siakam initiating the offense. They had Gary Trent initiating the offense. They had Barnes initiating the offense. They had OG initiating the offense.
I hate OG.
Like they were just sitting there with no point guard. Then in the third quarter, they said, fuck it, we spreading you out and bringing Embiid out to the perimeter and just driving right by him. That's coaching. He didn't go to the bench, right? He didn't go to the bench. He just came up with a different adjustment.
But even in that situation, you go to the bench and you look over and you say,
well, right.
Who do I got?
But this is Nick Nurse making in-game adjustments.
I understand.
You know what I'm saying? So like the first half we run out of pick and rolls.
They got a better bench than us.
They do, but they didn't go to the bench in the third. He came out with a different, same players instead of us running high pick and rolls.
They was rolling too, so there's no need. There's no need to make no adjustments to future round.
But they did because he countered any adjustment. He adjusted the offense in case Doc made any changes at halftime. He said now in the third, instead of running this high pick and roll and hunting Maxey at the top of the key or hunting Harden at the top of the key, we're not going to spread everybody out and make Embiid come out to guard Precious Achiuwa or Cam Birch and then take him off the dribble. You see what they beat us by 20 in points in the paint?
Yeah.
Like 50, and that was just straight drive-bys. They don't have no post-up center. That was just second half spreading us out. First half, they target Maxey or Harden with the high pick and roll with someone bigger than them, OG or Barnes or Trent. And then the second half, they spread us out and they drive from the wing. He's making in-game adjustment with a 20-point lead. He's still making adjustments. What's Doc doing? Hey, man, just go out there and find something to do. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you. I'm not gonna really argue with you. I just think the hand he got is shitty.
You are right. You can make adjustments with the hand that you got.
You can. But I think in his mind, he's looking like shit. It's like, what do I? What can change? But I'm not gonna keep arguing. I'm not gonna argue that.
So you see Maxey ball out at the end of Game 3 when Harden fouls out. But then Game 4 he's getting locked up. You think he would have a different game plan to get Maxey rolling Game 5? Yeah. No, it's the same thing. All he says in the post-game press conference is, we got to get Maxey the ball off of the rebound so he can run. No, how about you create something for him in the half court so he doesn't have to get all his touches if the Raptors miss a shot, right? Why don't you play him more pick and roll with Embiid at the top of the key. Stop having him on the sideline, letting Harden dribble for 14 seconds and then pass it up with 6 seconds left. And he's usually passing
Harden
it.
gotta get out of that too, man.
Harden is fucking.
All he do is,
I told y'all he's
gotta
washed.
shoot a three.
Right. And that goes
I think
to.
he's hurt.
So no, he's not hurt. He's washed. He's washed. He is
I don't
washed.
say washed.
He's washed.
He's
He's washed, but he can still be an effective player. Just not how our team is built right now.
I think that growing the hamstring is bothering me.
I hope you're right, dude.
That's what I'm hoping.
I think he's been in the league 13 years.
And he played a hell of a lot of minutes for Houston, and he was the only option in Houston, and he carried it. Now he don't have no legs. Right, the groin probably hurt him, but it hurt him because he's getting older. He doesn't take care of his body right. And his skills are losing. He doesn't even drive to score anymore. He drives to get fouled.
He can't.
He don't get no lift.
He can't blow past him. He can't. But that's why I say I think he's hurt. The elevation on his shot. His shots look. The form looks good. Everything looks good. It looks like he has no leg.
Right.
And I think that's why I think it's an injury.
Okay.
And
I hope you're right.
I have to hope that. I have to hope that
Because
because
he's gonna be in next year. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah. I don't know about. So there's a two-way
He'll be
street
in
here. He can either opt in for the final year of the contract, or he can opt out and leave. We as a team technically want him to opt in, because if he opts out, we don't get that whole free salary cap space, right? Because he's underneath the bird rights, which means we can overpay for the player in the salary cap and it doesn't affect it. But if he leaves, we only get like $10 million in free space. So then you still have to trade Tobias, and then you're really starting this thing all over again. So we at least want him to opt in for one more year, and then
Start all over.
you ain't got that
Here you
time
go.
with Embiid. You ain't got that much
I
time.
don't give a fuck no more. He's soft.
So talking about Embiid, how do y'all feel about? Do you think he threw Doc and Harden under the bus with the press conference comments that he made after Game 5?
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah, he did.
I didn't see the comments.
So after the game, they asked him about Harden only taking 11 shots or something like that.
I was bitching about that. But
Right, and Joel's comments, and I'm going to paraphrase because I don't have it right in front of me, but pretty much he said, "I've told James since he got here, he needs to be aggressive, especially if they're going to double and triple team me the way they have been doing. I need him to take his shots, but it's not my job to get him to take those shots. Maybe the coaches can talk to him and get him to take those shots."
Yeah.
I don't think he threw him under the bus. I think he's speaking facts. But that goes to my theory where I think he's not taking those shots because he's a little hurt. That's just me.
Yeah.
I want to put that and
You think
correlate
that's
it with
confidence?
I don't think he. I think he knows that the hamstring ain't there, so he know that's fucking with him and it's fucking up his shot.
I'm gonna say one comment about him towards the end of the Harden conversation because it's gonna lead us into another conversation. But back to the question that I asked, I do think that Embiid threw him under the bus. I just wish Embiid would keep that kind of shit to himself.
I don't think he did nothing wrong.
Right.
That goes under softness.
On our certain, I'm soft because I don't think he should say it.
It's under softness for him.
Why? If he does,
He can talk to them within team meetings and do all
yeah,
that.
but there's no need to do it in the media. He did it in the media.
That's what I said. That goes under softness.
You think he's soft because he said it?
Hell yeah,
Okay,
guys,
okay.
that's
That's what you're
bitching.
saying. I mean,
That's bitching, yo.
yeah, like to me, you gotta say that because it's gonna tie into the other comment again. So I'm gonna go get to it. That's the same thing that happened with Ben Simmons last year. Those type of comments, although you're not wrong, and although you didn't mean harm by it, because at the same time, again, he talked about how bad defensively he was and all that other stuff. So he put a lot of blame on himself. But it led to the same thing with Simmons last year.
If your boss tell you fucking up at your job,
But
the
then
reason why
he's
we
not
get
your
the
boss.
shipment out is because of you. I'm just saying, if a coworker say, "Yo, bro, we gotta do all this overtime this week because you've been fucking up," you gonna cry and quit your job?
I mean,
Are you gonna cry and quit your job? Are you gonna go home and cry to your wife?
Ben Simmons thing?
I'm just saying, Ben
No,
Simmons
but-
is soft. Any nigga that wanna tell
Well,
me
we gonna get there.
that
We
I'm
gonna get there.
depressed,
We gonna get there. We gonna get there.
No, I ain't got it, man. Fuck
Oh,
all that.
shit.
You can't correlate that, man. I'm
No,
not
but it is, but
co-signing
it's
that.
Embiid.
These niggas getting too much money to be getting sensitive because your team player puts it out in public. That nigga, you, James Harden, with the history that you had, should take more than 11 shots. And maybe Doc Rivers stop being a hoe and say something to somebody. He could have said it like that, but he chose his words wisely. Nigga like me would have said, "Nigga, you soft. You should only shoot 11 times. Glenn, get the fuck out of here." That's how you should have said it. He took the politically correct way. I'm not trying to hear this. You getting 45 mil soup, and I told you that the shape up you did was a little weak. You gonna cry and throw your clippers down?
That's not.
No, you gonna fix my fucking head.
But
I'm not trying to hear that shit,
you
man.
still talking about you apples and oranges right now.
No, I'm
Yeah,
not.
right, yeah.
Y'all keep running with this apple and orange and shit. Y'all gotta make that shit make sense. Make it make sense before y'all use that as an analogy, because it's not making
You
sense.
want
to
like
me.
on a whole soliloquy that kind of like went
No, this ain't no soliloquy. This is facts. No, this is facts. You can't cry. You getting too much money to be. I'm not trying to hear. No, a player cannot voice his opinion because another player might get sensitive or feel some kind of way about it. That was not soft. Soft would have been Embiid never saying nothing and quietly we hear some tape recording that he was talking shit. The nigga put it out there on Front Street. So you can't say he's soft because he said what he said.
No,
it's on tape recording.
What I'm trying to say is, if we're in the locker room and it's us 12, I'm gonna look at you and be like, yo, come on, cuz, shoot the fucking ball.
So now you asking me after a game to be mindful of what I say when I'm frustrated?
Yes.
It don't work like that.
It's supposed to
it
work
don't
that
work.
way.
What minute do?
No, it's not.
It's supposed to work that way.
That's not the human beings.
No, it's like,
human
so
beings.
boom.
If you're frustrated and you say something out of anger out of a situation,
he always
that's not
frustrated
wrong.
then. He always frustrated.
And he's absolutely, and he's right for being.
You know how he moving like a girl. That's
so I'm gonna use your analogy. So we all know Soup's never gonna give you a fucked up lineup, right? But say he give you a fucked up lineup that needs to be illustrated. What Embiid did was, instead of telling him in the basement right here, Embiid went across the street and someone asked him about your lineup, and you said to everybody, I think Soup to get back on his fucking
game. If you put
game.
a microphone in front of me after I get the lineup and I just walked out,
okay, but you get paid to not say that shit.
No, you wasn't. There's niggas that had said shit about me to you and you got mad. Because they ain't said to me it's the same shit.
I'm a different kind of nigga. But I get what
that's what I'm saying.
Thank you.
Tell Harden directly. Tell Harden directly. Go to him in the locker room. Throw your fucking hold on. Throw your fucking water bottle down. Look at him and say, "Listen, pussy, shoot more than 11 times because they fucking me up."
Didn't he say he told Harden that?
He said it's not my job to
but
tell
then
you.
He said I told. All right, then what we saying then?
I
already talked to this nigga when he came.
Because it's family business.
But I already told you. But it's
family business.
No, I already told you though.
Okay.
How many times I keep telling my cousin stop asking?
Tell your cousin then.
Man.
Don't go tell your homie to tell your cousin.
If I tell my cousin, he told him the first time, right? Didn't you say that? He talked to him and told him. Yeah. Okay. So the second time, after we lose, I'm starting to see deja vu of Atlanta again. I'm frustrated. Here come these fucking media with a mic in my hand asking me after we just lost, how do I feel about this and that? I'm going to speak from my heart. Give me an hour. I might not say that. But right after the incident, if Soup punched me in my face, I'm going to say, yeah, this nigga's a bitch. He's a hoe. But if you give me an hour, I might say I deserve that. I disrespect the Soup. It's a difference. And you putting the mic in his face 20 minutes after the game to an hour after the game. I'm not saying he's a man, he's a hoe. I'm just saying.
That's all shit.
But they shoved the mic in your face.
Yeah, but you get paid for that. You get paid not to do that.
You don't get paid not to do that. You get paid to try to reserve yourself. But if they catch you in the moment of anger and you say something wrong, you shouldn't be consecrated for that, bro.
But this is the second year in a row.
Okay, but again, the first year they did it right after the game. We just lost game 7. But hit me an hour later, I bet you will make that statement.
But that's not how this shit work though.
You got to be there right after the game.
Sometimes, then don't interview me. Give me a minute. I didn't take more water.
He did.
I gotta take a shit.
It was a half hour after the game.
I'm still fucking fresh.
I know, but
Harden's 11 shots.
Yeah, I know.
I know. How do we know? He didn't say, I said something to him in the locker room. He kept that to himself. How do we know that he didn't? Say something
I'm
again.
Not saying
like, bro, 11 shots and then walked out and then did this interview.
That's where it should stay though. That's where because every other answer to the media should be we all need to be better.
Human,
I keep turning the ball over. You know we
human, bro.
I know we are, and I keep telling you that he's my guy.
He's got to throw his folks underneath the ball.
But he can't keep doing the same shit.
Nobody not going to play with this dude.
Right. We all know Ben the Soul. We all know
with LeBron. LeBron do it.
So we're not.
LeBron doesn't.
LeBron earned that because he got 5 rings.
Nobody.
We can't even get past the second round.
Okay, so
we all know LeBron.
So if you got hardware, if you got hardware, it's okay to criticize in the media.
They let your boy Brady do it. Brady can talk to the coaches any way he wants to.
You say coaches or players?
Brady can talk to the players, coaches, staff,
so you're,
GM.
Let me get an understanding.
Yeah.
The only way as a player you can criticize another player in the media is if you got hardware, or is it wrong totally? Hardware or not.
Well, if you're a winner, you can say what the fuck you want.
Yeah.
That's why I talk to niggas dirty, because I'm a winner.
No, we picking and choosing now.
Apples and oranges.
I'm a winner. That's why I talk to niggas
But
dirty.
he can't keep doing it, even though he's not wrong. So that's where the debate is kind of hard at.
Yeah,
he's not wrong.
Shit,
I agree with you. Someone needs to tell Harden to get his shit together. But we just can't continue after tough losses, even though Joel is also talking about himself, about what he's messing up. Keep it there. Or keep every comment team related without individual players being named. Because I'm pretty sure if he wanted to, he could have been saying, what the fuck is Matisse Thybulle doing for the last 4 days while we were in Canada?
What has been Tobias been doing for the last 3 years?
Right, but he picks when he wants to call somebody out.
It also could be used as a motivation, like, bro, you better.
But that's not the way.
That's not how you do it.
It depends how you take it. If I'm a nigga if I handle my business, Brian,
you gotta remember, if you look at the context he's using that, he doesn't think he's saying anything wrong because he's adding himself to the issues that are wrong.
But he's not saying nothing.
He's not saying nothing wrong.
He's using the wrong platform.
It is wrong. When you and I know you know sports, so I'm not saying you don't. But when you are a team and you go through 6 months of on the road and sweating and grinding and all that, you don't want to hear some shit in the media where one of your teammates is calling you out. Just like if y'all working in the shop, if you're working in the warehouse, right? You're right. If we gotta work overtime because fucking he's over there not doing his shit, right? I'm gonna go to the supervisor. It's a little different if the supervisor comes to you and be like, yo, you need to pick your shit up or we're gonna get you out of here. It's a little bit different reaction if the dude you on the line with comes telling you need to pick your shit up. First of all, because you a fucking worker like you, how about you stop taking so many cigarette breaks before you telling me why I'm not moving these boxes? It's a little bit different coming from your peer than it is coming from the coaches. Or if you take your man in the lunchroom when we off the line and you're like, yo, cuz, I'm not trying to fucking work this Saturday. You need to start packing these boxes so we can be out. But it stays there. That's where Joe needs to dig in his ass in the locker room. But when he comes out to the mic, it gotta be one.
So does he have? Oh, he can't even do that shit in the huddle on timeouts.
Yeah.
Like Jane, they doubling me. Take one shot, bro.
Yeah, right.
You got no shots.
So
you don't got to do that with
the
the media.
So the athletes are soft. So it's not like back in the day. These niggas are soft.
We've been through that, H.
I can't say that.
too, you guys.
We've been through that,
I
H.
better said that.
It's a whole new world, H.
Oh, listen, man.
That's what made your boy leave in the first place. The leader of your light-skinned community.
No. That's Bobby J community.
Bobby J is Ben Simmons, huh?
I'm part of it too. I'm dark skinned when it comes to Ben Simmons. Bobby J.
So now that we over there on the Ben Simmons topic, let's hear the takes now, Mr. I'm targeting game 4. I'm coming back game 4.
Yeah,
I want that smoke game 4. Oh, wait a minute.
Brooklyn. There's some people at Brooklyn.
Wait a minute.
Who had Brooklyn in this
Who rolling for
series?
Brooklyn to win in this series, in this room?
I think I'm about to pick Brooklyn.
I think you had Brooklyn.
But not because of Ben
I
Simmons.
think he had Brooklyn.
It wasn't because of Ben Simmons.
They even last week.
I was scared of KD to play us.
You had Peasy here.
I've been
But
scared.
last week you was still capable like Ben Simmons coming back. Ben Simmons coming back.
That was for the show.
You room for Peasy here.
That Ben Simmons shit was for the show. Bottom line, any nigga that says my depression caused my back to be injured, I'm done. I don't want to talk about this nigga.
I couldn't take it. How is stepping on the court? So a week ago you was dunking in practice and you was talking shit to the reporter, telling you make sure you get that on camera, right? Trying to throw shots back at us about you're not as scared to dunk it. But now when it's time to step on the court, when
in
it
his
really
defense
counts.
though,
No, you can't defend. That's old shit.
Yo, stop cutting me off. Stop cutting me the fuck off.
I'm cutting you off with this.
Dr. Fauci was just saying that.
Oh, fuck out of here with
No,
that.
seriously, he said, bitch assness gives you sciatica.
So was that before or after the COVID update?
I don't know. He just said, bitch assness give you sciatica.
Okay.
So,
yeah, but
you know
how is a mental block of you scared to play basketball causing back pain?
He says
it does give you sciatica. That's why his back fucked up. He got bitch assness give you
you
sciatica.
hit the seventh nerve in your spine.
Yeah, guys. So that's why he hurt.
That is some of the wackest shit I've ever fucking heard.
You want to talk about niggas being soft and you call that motherfucker soft, cuz. That's the definition of soft.
Who, Ben?
He's a woman.
Ben is like beyond soft. Like, I don't even know an adjective for him.
Yeah.
Like, how was you so
Oh,
happy
that's
to
it,
sit
man.
on the sideline with those fucking outfits on?
Yeah,
But you scared
He
to-
dressed like suit.
No, the funniest thing, he does a little better than me. That nigga got a little more drip than I did. I was looking at some of that shit. That shit nice. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what do
You like the Willy Wonka
What
outfit?
does Stephen A. call him? Zoolander? Right? He calls him Zoolander, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you like the Willy Wonka outfit?
I mean, fuck it.
You rock that?
I'm about to get 20
You know
million.
Super,
I'm about to get 20 million for not doing nothing.
You wear that? You wear that whole bag of skills, cuz?
I just hope they don't give him that money, man.
They didn't give him
There's
that.
no way he can give him that money.
They
There's
shouldn't.
no way.
They shouldn't.
No, the reason why I said they shouldn't because they open up a can of worms, dog.
Yeah.
You setting the precedent for a bunch of NBA players
Well,
to start doing the same thing.
Stephen A. said that when they go to renegotiate the new CBA and they start putting in the Kyrie and Ben Simmons rule where you ain't getting paid if you ain't playing.
Shit, Markel Fultz might dig in his bag and say, "Well, shit, for 2 years I was
messed up.
That's why I lost my shot.
That's how I think about.
That's how I lost my shot.
Yeah, falling off that bike.
Now let me guess, that's a Philly problem.
Yeah,
That's blame Philly like that.
It's gonna be the Philly rule in the CBA.
Fuck Ben Simmons. I wanted to get back on something that we touched a couple episodes back.
Yeah.
And I want to bring up my man Tory Lanez. Stand up, Tory. I fuck with you heavy. And Meg.
What's that to stand up about?
No. She did. I'm like, call me woman basher, whatever y'all want to today. But shit.
You know Mother's Day is a couple
Yo,
weeks.
I don't care.
Ace didn't even care that we had
Mommy, I love you. My
He
mom
don't
know I
want to
love
talk about
No.
Tory Lanez.
No. Meg got on there and did an interview with Gail said, right?
Yeah.
Y'all want to take y'all stand. Soup was on the side with Megan. He kicked me for Megan.
But what I was saying.
No, you was caping. You was
That's
caping.
what I'm saying, though.
Don't get me with the verbatim right now. You was caping. But you was caping.
Cause I know I'm about to say apples and oranges to you.
You like saying if you sum it up, you was caping. He was definitely caping. You was against Tory Lanez from the rip. You was caping.
No.
You was caping.
No. I was more on the. You shouldn't even.
We all believe that he tagged her though, right?
See, I didn't.
Yes.
I'm talking about smash.
That was his girl?
We all believe he hit. That was girl. We all believe he hit, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Gayle King asked the infamous question. Watch how she stuttered. Did you and Tory
Oh, of
Lanez
course.
have intimate?
Yeah, no.
She stuttered and then said, "Intimate? You mean like sexual relationship?" That's you know what the fuck.
Yeah, right, for sure.
You're a hot girl. And all
And
that
she
shit,
said,
you know?
Yeah.
"No."
I mean, what women tell the truth on how many?
No, we didn't ask you how many
man.
partners you had. We
Yeah.
asked, was this man who shot you
Listen.
supposed? Did you ever sleep with him? Because there's a story saying that
Yeah.
you was angry. That it's the story.
Cause he ran down her girl.
No, here goes the story, right? She's sitting here in the limo. Chick sitting there in the limo. He here. Ratchet is right there in the limo. It's not on him. He didn't pull it out. It's there. Because his DNA has been found out to be on the gun.
You talking Ratchet far at the gun?
Gun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
His slam is in his pants.
Okay.
The ratchet's on the table.
Yeah.
They arguing back and forth about him smashing her and his girlfriend. They say big 6'2" get angry because she's known to be a drunk. Grabs the tool. If you did this on my girlfriend, I would have. Boom.
And shot
Hits herself in the foot.
That's what you going with?
Because Tory Lanez's DNA is not on the gun. Her DNA is.
No, that's not true.
It's been out there.
You listen to the DJ Academic.
No, I'm not listening to academics either. It's not just act. It's been leaked. Now we're gonna all find out come September.
Yeah.
But
what's happening in September?
they special trial. They special
And
trial.
I ain't gonna hold you, H. The only problem I had was what? Was
You said why is there a gun there?
That's
But what I'm saying, all right, what I'm saying is this.
I don't really give a damn about this.
I'm a rapper. I get money. Of course, I'm gonna have a gun. Most rappers who get money got
you
guns.
should have no gun. Your security want to have a
No,
gun.
I think your argument was you thought he might have pulled it on her.
No,
I'm
my
saying
argument was it shouldn't be no gun in the car.
I'm saying
Unless
this.
she got it from the security board.
If you let's say this, you got your little ratchets, right? You arguing with your wife, the ratchet's sitting on the table. She might be accusing you of cheating. It's so for some reason sitting on your dresser.
But I'm
You
a
just-
thousand there, so
No.
that might happen.
No, but understand my point. I'm talking
I'm
about.
cutting this shit
No,
down.
that's cool.
Cause that
But
was
I'm
an
talking
orange. Cause that was an orange.
You ain't gotta let me win. You ain't gotta let me win. But I'm making my
I'm
point.
letting you land.
I'm making my point where when a woman gets angry, she might, Soup, you cheated on me. She got the joint now. Soup tell her, yo, stop playing with the fucking gun down. She ain't got, and boom, it goes off.
Okay, you're sticking to the Tory Lanez story.
Yeah.
I'm saying that Gail's King interview
Go ahead.
was absolutely fucking retarded. There's no way that she should be allowed to have an interview about an ongoing case, right? So I'm not capping for her for that. Like, because Tory
You
can't
really
go.
answer a lot of questions.
Tory can't go on. What's the male version of Gail?
Dr.
Can't,
Phil, he can't do
he can't go on Dr. Oz. Dr.
Nah,
Phil
he
can't go
can't
none of
do
that.
that.
None of that because he's under.
She shouldn't be allowed to be
Gag
on
order.
there.
Right, it's a gag. It should be on both parties.
Yeah.
But
She's
the
been
fact
trying to
is-
create a narrative.
The fact
She
is,
did though.
She has. And it's unfair because you in this
Well,
country,
okay.
you're guilty until proven innocent.
So she's been doing pop interviews to clear her name, and he's been making mixtape songs about
And tweets.
right?
And they say he can't tweet because they locked him up the last time.
I get that. But I'm saying that's the only part I was capping was there shouldn't, like what Soup said, there shouldn't even be a gun involved. Like, why are you scared? Why is the tool out? Why is the tool out?
Suppose I come sit
You're
down
at a
and
Kendall Jenner party in California.
hey, I'm not gonna hold you. You hold the strap. If the strap was on your side, you can sit down comfortably. Let's just say Tory carried the strap right
He
here.
shouldn't
by the
have
phone.
it.
He put it down. As he
He's
rolled
at a
guts.
Kardashian party in Calabasas.
I'm a rapper who get money. Niggas.
You're a singer from Canada.
Pop Smoke got hit laid in his crib because niggas lay on you when you in Cali.
Number one.
Crips and Bloods is real.
Number one,
They might lay on me, brother.
It wasn't his crib.
But I'm saying niggas might lay on me. You never know.
He was at,
I'm a regular nigga and I suck with
Once
a
you
black
check in
hoe.
Cali, you kind of cool.
but listen,
in.
let me land my plan.
He ain't checking.
Let me land
He
my
ain't
plan.
checking.
He was
That's why
at
he got locked
a
up.
party with security all over the place. It was a Kardashian party
Pop had to
in
call me with
Cali.
guns.
You're not gonna let me land.
I'm letting you land.
Pop ain't check in.
It was a Kardashian party in Calabasas with your own security. You, Tory Lanez, shouldn't have the burner on you. So your security have it? Absolutely.
Yes.
That's what niggas do. Come on.
But Pop Smoke's situation was different, and God rest his soul.
Yeah.
Pop Smoke was
It's
out there just
unfortunate.
renting an Airbnb. Whether he checked in or not, I don't know. But
He
they
didn't
know.
check in.
But they know. They know the stars that are coming from other cities that are just renting out these Airbnbs.
I'm not really comparing them. What I'm trying to say is
because
that
they even tried to get Hitmaker too, but luckily.
no, what I'm trying to say is that with security and not security, niggas lay on you. Some niggas
Right.
is out here gonna try you,
But
and your security.
you're in the Escalade
It
with two
don't-
bitches.
okay.
Why you got the strap?
Here's
on
my
you?
point.
All right.
I get in the car in the Escalade. I take my ratchet off my wrist and I put it down. I'm not pulling it for nothing. I got
You
it
should have
rest-
had it on you.
Why not, man? I got the right to bear arms in this country. I don't
He's
care. if I-
Canadian. He does.
I don't care.
He's Canadian.
But I'm in this
He does.
country. I don't
Right.
care if I got 50.
He's in the country, but he's not a citizen.
I'm gonna tell you something. You got security until niggas start shooting at you, right? Now security thinking about their family and their kids and saying, "Oh shit, let me duck." Fuck him.
You gotta check in, yo.
Now that's different. But I'm not saying that's the case.
But you're right. The Gayle King story.
All these rappers, I know young rappers who ain't shit. Everybody talking. It's the thing to do. You
Yeah,
talk.
like if we
Like
could
to-
blow
I
up,
ain't a rapper.
Like,
Like
cause to
no,
me,
if we could blow up and check in, when I go out
like Meg wants us to go away, or she wants us to be quiet, but she keeps doing the
she's
big
making it
interview
worse.
and shit.
So my point is, I think she's making it like so where she thought that nobody believed me, I'm a victim. Bitch,
Yeah.
we don't want to walk around being no fucking victim. That's stupid.
Because then you got party, like her
But you-
dude party,
just
tweaking
shut up.
at Tory,
Just shut
like,
up.
all this shit.
Let
is
it
messy.
play out. If it's
Yeah.
really happening,
Yeah, I agree with you with
You're
that.
making yourself now look like you're sloppy.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of rumors
I
about
agree
her,
with you.
how
I
she
agree with
acts,
you.
how much she drinks, who she's smashing in the industry.
Mm-hmm.
It's making you look stupid. So this may be legitimate, but I have no choice but to take what I'm seeing and be a juror and say, look, I might be on the side of Tory
But
Lanez.
you don't even got all the information. But you
No,
don't-
I got enough.
You got
I'm
enough.
gonna go with what I got
You
right
got
now.
enough. Okay.
But I've been said from the rip, I didn't think he shot her. Because I've been shot.
Yeah.
I've been shot. You're not getting shot and twerking 2 days later. I don't care. You got a bunch of little bones in your foot. If it just grazes your foot, you're incapacitated for about a month at least. You're not
So she
going.
didn't get shot at all.
I think the fragments hit her. That's been proven. They said fragments, not a bullet.
Right.
Fragments. So it hit the ground, probably broke
Right.
up and hit her. You ain't get shot. Stop that you got shot in the smallest part of your body with the weakest bones, because you be done. We saw Goodfellas. You see, boy, when he got shot, he walked around with the bandage. He was limping.
We need to have a special Mother's Day pod.
No, I love my mother. I love all the mother. I love your mom.
Good
I
for
love
women.
Soup
Good
mom.
for women.
I love my wife. I
Good for
love
women.
all of y'all wives. I love everybody. But I'm tired of these women getting away with this shit because look what it's done more damage. Even if Tory beats it, he's going to have to go to jail for possessing the gun regardless, right? And he lost a lot of money.
Hey, that go back to my point about the security. You should have had the gun.
Should have had a gun.
But forget all that. The
You
point being
can't
is
forget.
that once
You
he
can't make the point and then say
once he
forget it.
loses this case, there's not going to be nobody saying Meg should pay him. Everybody going to say, oh, well, he had a good lawyer. Oh, well, pay that man for what you putting him through if you lose. All the money you lose.
He's still making money.
No, he's lost a lot of money with shows shit like
Okay,
that.
but
A
he
lot
got
of rappers that fuck with him just because of optics said behind. Listen, I ain't gonna
Check
do
your boy,
Who?
the baby.
Baby, I fuck with. We talk about him. We can talk about him. Drake backed up. You know, I
Yeah.
fuck with you, but I gotta chill.
Yeah,
It's
this
a
Drake
bad-
never really fucked with him much.
But you know, it's
They
a
had that
bad.
little Canadian beef,
It's a bad look.
that
If
little
you,
weekend Tory Lanez.
if you do,
Drake
if you trying to come up and you go side, if you go sit with him,
Yeah.
it's a bad look for
beef. a
you.
little bit.
A little bit of a bad look. But we gonna.
So what you want to say about the baby? Since he's shooting people in the
Oh
kneecaps.
man, stay away from his crib.
I agree with you.
Stay away from his crib.
What I don't like, so go ahead, I'm my bad.
No, go ahead.
What I don't like is like, I think we all know he has anger issues, and he probably needs to get some help because what's his rapper name? What's the Truth? What's the boy he just punched in the face?
Oh, his own.
Oh yeah,
His own
I forget
artist,
the
right?
boy name. Yeah, yeah.
Truth,
I saw
something
that.
like that. So he punching him in the face in the back of the club. Of course, now we don't know what happened.
Right.
Homeboy could have been reckless and he might have deserved to get punched in the face. But he's getting me punched him in the face. 2 weeks ago, you got intruders coming to his crib. He's shooting him in the leg.
Yeah.
And he do the G shit too, call the cops on the line, shot him. Like, no, I'm here till y'all come get here, right?
And he said, I'll let you know.
Yeah, and now they're trying to drag him through the mud for that Walmart shooting as if those videotapes have already been seen by the people that needed to see
He's
it.
been acquitted.
Yeah, he needs it, but he just needs to go chill out somewhere.
Is he suffering from the case of being too real? Like, is there such thing as
probably
too real?
Just probably trying to, like, or too much too quick, maybe. Like his thing, like, remember, he tried to get on wearing the diaper. Right? I was in Charlotte when he was coming up, and he just did nothing but wear a diaper everywhere.
He's a modern day Ludacris, but we go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, whatever you want to look at it. I mean, he transitioned very well into the popular rap world.
Yeah.
Because when I first started seeing him on YouTube videos in Charlotte wearing a fucking diaper, I said, only in Charlotte will fucking wear a diaper, right? Because I'm tripping. I'm still in Philly. What the fuck we doing out here? But he I think with the rapid rise, sometimes, like you said, coming from the streets, because I do know where he's from. He is from the streets.
Yeah, he real good.
Right? So you get all that, and you still think that you're there.
Mm-hmm.
And he's now literally shot 2 people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I just think it's too much for him too fast. And maybe he hasn't been able to process all the trauma because there's even been trauma along the route. With his brother committing suicide,
his brother
with his dad dying. Like, there's just a lot of shit that I think he needs to deal with. He needs to go away somewhere, relax, get out the limelight, get the help he needs, and then maybe come back. But unfortunately, we all know why he's not, because in this era of hip-hop, if you're not front and center with some shit, just get forgotten. You get forgotten. And already, if you talk to Dante, who's 20, and the age group of people, his age group has already kind of moved past him, right? Am I right in that? Like they still check for him, but they ain't really like waiting on him because they say the music getting a little dry.
But his streams do crazy numbers. And he's still eating.
Right. I mean, so because he's still popular, right? Right. Like that Rockstar song took him to the next, to where all his stuff is going to be more pop.
That NBA YoungBoy collab he did was going to come out to hurt him more than anything else.
I think so.
Because
to me, that was too much of a headline.
It was trash.
It was. And then all the popular rappers.
But see, I wasn't really concerned about that. Take your chances with that if you're gonna do that.
I would.
But the album was trash. Like
it was.
The quality of it.
Because number one, I like NBA YoungBoy, so
I don't know what he says. Anybody can tell me 16 verses.
One of the biggest fans right there, right? You like YoungBoy?
Yeah, this song on Lil Durk. I say he said some things to Lil Durk.
It was nice. It was nice.
These little niggas.
It's easy to say that when you're house arrest and no one can come touch you. Because Gucci got at him and Gucci lit his ass up.
Let's not act like NBA YoungBoy wasn't already reckless before house arrest.
Oh, he was.
But what he said about Durk, a lot of people keep saying about Durk, and I'm kind of Durk. What's up? But we gonna leave that alone.
What's your issue with Durk?
I like Durk. I had no situation. He's a fellow Libra.
Yeah.
Only thing I can say. No. He
right.
talks a lot, but like nigga said it. 2 of your homie, your brother and your homie got hit, and ain't nobody slide yet.
Well,
you keep talking.
I felt the same way until I was educated by the younger crew that says he's not doing anything.
No, I've heard there's been some things being down, but
am I right or am I wrong?
I've heard there's been some downers.
It's the main topic. The cops are knowing what they're looking for because he's the main person in the group.
Right.
So the cops are looking for him because it's going to be obvious.
And it's not even really the people from O Block putting in the work.
No,
it's for the people.
But cuz how he still home with that attempted murder?
Who?
Durk.
Just like YoungBoy.
No, YoungBoy's on house arrest fighting this trial. Durk been on trial for 3 years.
But YoungBoy has beat a case of murder.
Yeah.
While being home.
Beat a case for murder. I said, why is Durk still on trial for this attempted murder and still free? Him and King Von did a shoot in the lab.
I thought that was been done.
No, that's not done yet.
Because they made a rule where they can't hang with each other.
Right, but it wasn't done yet. So he's still fighting that case.
So while we're on Durk, you see what 6ix9ine did yesterday?
Yeah, I respect trolling.
No disrespect. Like, I know it's gonna sound wrong, but maybe not literally. But like, I really just need somebody to shoot 6ix9ine in the head. Like, not literally, but like shoot him in the head to where we don't have to deal with no more. That's not trolling. You're not gonna take. What's that kid? 14 years old?
You know that kid 15? Signed up for don't.
No, he didn't. He signed up to what? To play Durk in a video? He played Durk in the video. What did he sign up for, bro? So Durk is his favorite rapper. He grows his hair to look like him, just like a lot of.
He got $3,000 for that.
Okay, but you didn't sign up to be trolled by the guys and have a group of gang members roll up on you just trying to set you up.
They got recordings.
Yeah, but he didn't.
He got it. He put it out there on Clubhouse with Wack earlier. I was listening to this shit with Wack 100. 6ix9ine. They can YouTube that
Okay,
and hear the
right.
conversation. Like he said, we didn't troll the young boy. He said, I was talking to the young boy the whole time before I came up. I drove 2 hours to get there. The kid knew what was going to go on and was actively willing with everything that went down.
Nah.
He even received $3,000 payment.
Nah.
Now, like
That's
he said,
bullshit.
like he said, if the kid can produce the receipts through text messages and everything that he said that he was being forced or he got suckered into or got set up, produce it. And you got
Did you
a point.
see how he looked? He
Yeah, I
didn't
saw
have
it.
the look of any kid
I saw
that
it.
was with that shit.
But if you receive a payment, if you're not with it, I'm not taking the check.
He didn't take the check.
The rumor is strong that he got 3 stacks for it.
No, the only rumor is Tekashi 6ix9ine saying the same shit. Just like he comes out with all that money, and then real low key, like 3 days later, that was fake money. That wasn't real money.
So you just
Tekashi is a bitch.
Yeah, he's a bitch.
He's only talking
He's
to
a
people.
rat. He's a bitch.
He's with another gang group that just wants to get popular off of him.
Right.
So they accepted him. They don't fuck with him.
So
they
he
don't
never
like
tell-
him.
he
He's
never-
not learning this
he can
lesson.
never tell the truth.
Tekashi?
Yeah.
Fuck no.
Okay.
There's nothing that Tekashi can say
Alright.
internet-wise. He can tell the truth when he's ratting on real shit,
Real
for
shit.
sure. But when this
I
trolling
wish.
shit, come on, man.
It's
Like,
interesting to me.
there's
It's
some
funny.
there's some layer that you just don't cross. And this kid's 14
That's
years
what I'm
old.
saying. He messing around with a kid.
This kid's 14
He's
years
been
old.
trolling crazy. He did shit worse than
And he's
that.
just looking for attention.
That's
Like,
work.
I'm
That's
just saying,
nothing.
like if that's my son, like that's going left. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like there's no
He's
like
not even from America.
right. He's from like Dominican Republic or
Yeah.
something. Like he didn't.
Britain, I think, or
He's a foreigner.
London.
Yeah,
He don't got a green card.
He don't even have an English accent.
So that's like
And that's too much.
I just need Tekashi out.
I mean,
one way or the other. I
Your
think
man
he's
had a chance to snuff him, but start acting like he with the
Here
cops
you
being
go. Here
stealing,
you
man.
go.
Ain't
Here you
nobody
go.
run up on me and my team. Well, I don't care, man.
with 60 security guards in between.
I don't care. You run up on me with my dudes. We going
You think Meek had the chance to snuff him, Soup?
I wouldn't.
In that parking
I
lot?
wouldn't.
The one that does it for what?
But then stop saying the whole
I
time.
was
Meek
more mad
been
at Meek
screaming the
for
whole
arguing.
time. If I ever run into him, I'm gonna do this and that. Young boy pulled up, you did nothing.
He didn't pull up by himself. He brought the fucking cops
This
with
is what
him.
I'm saying. No, listen. Just stop screaming.
H.
Cause if I keep saying every time, I don't care if you pull up with your. Listen, me and you gotta beef.
He pulled up with the cops.
Did they have badges on them?
What?
Cause he said
Yes.
Cause they said Meek Mill security's cops too. Some of them do.
Right.
Okay. This is my thing.
Yes,
If I'm
you're right.
if me and you going through something, I don't give a fuck who you pull up with. Cause
Okay.
if I catch you and I say it's on, like Meek was saying, it's on. It's on.
I don't believe
What
it.
you want to see him tussle? What you want to see?
Still that nigga. He's a fucking.
How is he
rat.
gonna steal him, though?
Since when has the prey become the aggressor?
But I'm just saying, but how was he going to steal him though? Like,
You saw the tape, bro. He could have stolen.
No, he couldn't have. There was like
There was nobody in
there was
between
three.
them.
Oh my god.
I saw a lot of niggas between them. I saw 2 offensive lines.
Right. Right. Like it was
I'm
two.
about to watch this joint.
Because the whole time Meek was standing kind of in the awning of the exit
Man,
to
you
the
just
garage.
like Meek and you think Meek's a gun. He got pressed by a rat. Should never happen.
Okay.
No nigga going to excuse
Listen,
that. He got pressed by a rat, man.
We definitely going to disagree on that.
Meek
Because
got pressed by a rat.
Tekashi knew what he was doing. He
Yeah,
pulled
he
up
knew
with
what he
like
was doing,
40
man.
cops and cameras and was yelling at him from halfway across the parking
Across the
lot.
parking lot, yeah.
Yo, he got
That's
pressed
how
by a
we
rat,
get no
bro.
interview.
If you really want to see me, H, the podcast can't see this.
I don't care about the podcast.
No,
I
we
want
can-
y'all niggas to see
No,
it.
we can look at
Let's
that
watch
anyway.
the same video. I see 6ix9ine security in the middle stopping him. Meek. Let's see
Because
what
Meek knows the theatrics of what's going on, bro. Like, if you want to see me, come outside. If you want to see me, where is they at? They was in Atlanta. Pick the side street
Where
around
was
the
they?
corner. Right? If you tell me, E, it's on site, whatever, and I pull up on 52nd Street when you down west, but I got a bunch of security that are cops,
Nigga,
and I
it's
know.
on. I'm not Meek.
Yeah, no, it's
on.
not. No, it's not.
You crazy.
No, it's not.
Cause you crazy.
Because you already got charges on you, and your security is cops.
He ain't got no
You
charges
don't
on
really
him.
get
He
to
didn't
the
have no
game.
charges on him.
Meek
Meek
don't
didn't
have
have no
charges on
charges on him. He just beat everything. He didn't have nothing on him. He just beat the shit, got released off of everything. He didn't have no
So,
charges.
Meek don't have no charges on him?
What charges do he have now? He
My
just
thing
beat the
is,
shit, cuz.
whether you do it,
Did we all see the
wasn't
reform?
getting to that boy.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
He wasn't getting to
your
that
H is
ball.
on some superhero shit.
I'm on superhero shit, nigga. I'm on some real shit. You not gonna press me at all. I'm
He
a
didn't
grown-
press him. You falling for
You
the
not pulling up
theatrics.
on. I'm not falling
You're falling for the theatrics of
No
it.
he
niggas
wasn't
pulling up
getting
on
to
me,
that
cuz.
He wasn't getting to him.
No niggas pulled up. I got pulled up on one time. It'll never happen again. Never happen
okay,
again.
So let me ask you
I'm not
this.
gonna be working on that brand.
Let me ask you this.
My team would have lost their fucking mind.
All right, so let me ask you
like that with his status.
So you take the Tekashi situation, how he rolled up on Meek, but then when Meek was beefing with Safari, you seen how Meek rolled up on Safari and went, so he's scared of Tekashi, but not scared of Safari?
That was a bitch move with Safari too. He didn't get out. He made his man get out and go.
That's what you're supposed to do.
He's a bitch.
Okay.
Meek can't fight, cuz.
Okay.
You supporting a bitch nigga.
I'm not.
That nigga's a bitch.
I'm not supporting.
Meek, you's a bitch. I don't give a fuck. Only one H said it. He's a bitch, cuz. And they can't. I saw the nigga hit the heavy bag. And I heard the stories about the nigga on the street. He's a bona fide bitch. Surrounded by some niggas that are squeezed and hit.
Okay, that's what he's supposed to do.
But he himself is a bitch. It's a difference.
He's the money maker, H.
You a bitch.
Okay.
As a
All right.
money maker. I know some money makers who ain't bitches.
All right.
He's a bitch, cuz.
Okay.
There's a difference. You can't talk to me about this nigga. He's a bitch, cuz. He's never gonna punch a nigga. He's never gonna do nothing. The nigga put in his rap song, I don't fight, we shooting. Cause you's a bitch. We from Philly, nigga. Every Philly nigga got hands. He's a bitch. Fuck that. I said it. Let's go. Fight me, nigga. Press me.
Which one he
Fuck
smashed?
out of here.
Which
He's
one
a
he smashed?
bitch.
He took one
Fuck
of
his
them.
money now.
He took one of them.
That nigga's a
When
bitch.
When Dreams and Nightmares
He
dropped.
gave one of
That
his
nigga's a
Jones-
bitch.
He gave one of his Jones the
Nah,
Dream Chaser.
none of
He
my
gave one
bitches.
of them the Dream Chaser nigga.
I use his line. He can't hit none of my bitches. Fuck out of here. He's a bitch, cuz. Niggas in Philly fall
You
for
got
that.
Soup packing up the
Nah, the
floor.
Philly support for this
Exes
nigga.
in somebody's hands, and they said, hold on, wait a
Nah. Philly niggas give this boy too much credit, man.
We're not giving him credit.
He's a
Tell him
bitch.
he's smart.
He's a bitch. He's
smart.
not smart. He's a bitch. He talk too heavy. How you talk so heavy, but you don't do nothing?
Oh,
even in the Philly beat. Let's take away the Tekashi. I know about what he going through with them pound side niggas over there at 25th and Thompson. All that crazy shit he be talking, but you not doing nothing. You was a bitch. You gonna tell pound
So
side.
he's
What you think he should do though?
That's what I'm saying. He's
All right, so why you bragging about taking pound side pop watch, but you don't do nothing? You didn't do it. Your niggas did it. But you can't fight.
Did he
for
give
a
the
lick.
order? Did he give the order?
No, he didn't put the order in. Pound side got robbed by some other niggas. Meek decided to dicky and say, "Oh, that's why you got took for your watch." That wasn't you though, Meek. Why you claiming some other wreck, nigga? Like you did it. Niggas get killed for claiming old wreck that's not yours.
That's what I'm
Meek,
saying.
you gotta stop that. I'm not one of these
I'm
Philly
not
niggas
sticking up
that's
for
gonna
his
be.
hands.
I support Philly. Fuck
No,
that.
hey,
A
you're
bitch is a
missing the
bitch.
entire point.
No, he's a bitch. That's been my whole
That's fine.
point. Even with 6ix9ine, fuck all that. Okay, he don't want to lose his money. Fuck all that. Let's talk this street shit you always talking to every album and every chance you get on Clubhouse and YouTube. You press academics because academics is a bitch. You got pressed by the prey and you didn't throw a punch. Fuck security, fuck the cops. You supposed to be Meek, Mr. I killer nigga, all the man. He's a bitch, man. Meek's a bitch, bro. We could end the podcast, man. Meek's a bitch. I hope he does subscribe and see the shit. Cause then I know we win. He's a bitch. It's a bitch, man. I said it, man.
What you finna do?
Oh, I gotta go to work. I'm gonna jump.
I'm around, man.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
Like, share, subscribe.
Yeah, for real. Like,
I don't know what happened.
yeah, I know. Hey, NFL draft tomorrow. NFL draft tomorrow. Next week we're gonna have our
Let's go
draft
Bucks.
special. We're gonna have nothing but
Six is gonna win tomorrow.
we're gonna have NBA talk next week, but we're gonna go heavy on the draft. We're all gonna conversate and converse on the picks of the Eagles, the Buccaneers. Maybe some moves that get made. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I love H. H love all y'all.